How to set up your TradingView chart, that's what I want to cover in this video and give you a good foundation from which you can build from. So on that note, please realize I'm not trying to imply that what you see here is exactly how you need to set up your chart. I'm not saying that at all because, well, the fun part of trading is experimenting and figuring out what's going to work best for you. And TradingView is a very powerful site, but it can also be very overwhelming when you first show up. So that's why I want to keep it basic and walk you through how things work. And then from there, you can get more and more advanced with your strategy because we're all going to have different styles. We're all going to have different goals, which is going to dictate how exactly you use TradingView. But at the core, there's going to be some basic things that you need to understand of how they work. And then from there, you can take it. So let's go to my desktop and let's start to go through some of the basics. Now, first off, I'm assuming that you have already signed up, that it is free. And in fact, I'll put a link down below and you can go directly to that link and get signed up if you're not already signed up. For disclosure's sake, that is an affiliate link. So I'll get something. I don't know what I get, but I get something if you use that link. So if you want to just help out the channel, in a free way, then use that link and get signed up for TradingView. But so you get signed up and then you're going to see a screen similar to this. But also on that note, remember, if you're watching this video 5 years from now, maybe TradingView looks a little different, but the basic ways you go about things are going to be the same. Case in point, there's always going to be some place where you can search for some sort of stock that you're looking to trade. So in this situation, let's just say you want to pull up good old-fashioned Coca-Cola. So we'll go KO and you want to pull up their chart. So just like that, it pulls up and you now have the chart and you can start to manipulate things and go about it however, like I said, you see fit. Now you have so many things that you can use, and like I said, I can't go over every little thing or else this video is going to be 5 hours long, but let's just go over the basics. Now the first thing that I would say you need to make sure, which is the default on TradingView, is let's make sure that you're actually looking at candlesticks. And up here, you can do that by just clicking on that. Now, if you want a different type of chart, you have all sorts of the various technical charts that are available to you. So if you want to go to Renko, there you go. You can see just like that. If you want the basic line chart, there you go. You have a line chart. But I would say make sure you have candlesticks and you do that right there. But as you just saw there, it's also going to be a default. Now, another thing you're going to do is, well, how does it look to your eye? And for that, you're going to right click and then just come down here and click on settings. And then from here, you can do, again, I'm not going to walk through everything, but when you get on settings, you can, come here and you can just start to figure out all the different things that you want to do. And so for example, if you actually want one of the candlesticks to have, a pink situation, or a pink, I should say, outline, there you go. I mean, you can do all sorts of things with this. And, if you want the wicks, so you can see disappeared, there you go. If you want a wick to be yellow, there you go. So, I mean, you have all sorts of different choices with all this. And you can see right here when I exit out, now you have, kind of a little different looking chart. But my point here is, and there will be ads if you use the free one. But anyways, if you use paid, then there's all sorts of different, things you can do. But, the free does have the ads. But again, settings right there, and you're going to have so many different things that you can look at in terms of, the crosshairs. Do you want the crosshair to be a solid line? So now you can see the crosshair is a solid line instead of dash like it was. So you get the idea there. That's how you're going to go about all of that, and just setting up general settings. Now, a big thing is, okay, well, Clay, how do I add indicators? Where do the indicators come from? And up here, you can see, well, first off, the other nice thing is, all you got to do is leave the cursor on each one of these spots, and it's going to show you what each one of these actually are. So even right there, if you want to create an alert, but that's a little bit outside of the scope of this. But right here, let's click on this, and now we're going to have all sorts of different dynamics, but indicators. So again, all I did was I came up here, I saw that the indicators, metric strategies, clicked on that. Indicators are already selected, but if I wanted to do patterns or strategies, all these things are here. So now indicators. And what I would do, and how I would set up my chart is, let's get some moving averages. Let's get the volume weighted moving average, the VWAP, and then that'll give you a good starting point. So for this, let's go with VWAP, volume weighted average price. Click on that, and you can see that we now officially have that on the chart. And let's also go to the time frame. Let's just check out the 30-minute time frame. So again, you always are going to be having these ads. So here we are looking at the VWAP here, and you can see that it's giving you different sort of profiles and such with it. But like I said, that is something that if you want to put that on, you can. If you don't, all you have to do is so put the cursor right on VWAP, and you have all these different options in and of itself. You can hide it, you can look at the settings of it itself, or you can just flat out remove it. So right there, it has been removed. There we go. Look at the 30-minute time frame. So that's the other thing is, as far as time frames are concerned, right up there, you can click on that, and that'll allow you to go to whatever time frame you want. But as far as, like I said, the indicators, let's come back up here, and the classic always being moving average. And right here, we just want a simple moving average. So you can click on that, and you're gonna see that right away they put in the SMA, and in this situation, looking like a 9. But let's say you want the famous 200 period moving average. You would come over here to settings, and right there you want the length to actually be 200. So right there, click OK, and now we have the 200 period moving average. Maybe you don't like blue, so again, come over here to settings, and up here under style, what color do you want it? Well, I always use pink for mine, so I'm just gonna change that to pink. Right, that doesn't look too much like pink. There we go. And you can click right there, and you can get all sorts of different sorts of different ways to look at it. But again, let's not overwhelm ourselves. So let's just keep it pink. I also like the 50. So again, let's come over here to this, and we want our moving average. And right there, we want a simple. Now, if you want an EMA, you could use exponential. But for this, we'll just use the SMA simple, and we'll click that. And once again, it throws it in there as a 9. But we'll come over here, click on settings, and let's go to inputs. And in this situation, I want the 50 style. I always like to use purple for mine. So I'm gonna go over here and use purple and exit out. And there we go. We now have over here the 200 SMA and the 50 SMA. And you can tell right here, the 200 is in the pink and the 50 is in the purple. The other thing that I would say you definitely want is going to be the volume down here, which does come as a default. So volume, candlesticks, and then the 50 period moving average, the 200 period moving average are certainly the bare bones of what I would say you would want to start from. Now, as far as annotating, you can click over here, click on that, and you have just a variety of different tools that you can use, and you're gonna have to experiment with them all. But the good old fashioned, just the trend line. You can come over here, and right here, get yourself a trend line in place. So nothing fancy there. Once you get it in place, you can click on it, and you can see all these things come up. So you can change the color of it if you want, and there's another ad. So that's the thing with the free platform. You can come up here, and do you wanna make it a little skinnier? You can see right there, and let's just change it to orange. So there we go, we have it to orange. So like I said, that's just a trend line tool. If you want to get rid of it, you can hit the delete key on your keyboard, or you can just come over here, click on that. But you'll have to go through and just click on all these things. They have tools, and I'll be the first to admit, I don't even know what half of these are. I'm not saying that doesn't mean they're not valid. I just don't know what they are, but that's sort of the point of twofold. First, of just how easy you can get overwhelmed, but also of how powerful the platform is. So you can see right here, and over here you can click on that, and if you want to draw in some sort of rectangle to illustrate, I don't know, that for whatever reason you found this area of the chart helpful, there you go. You can click on that, and once again, once you click up on these settings, you can do all sorts of background. So now it's in orange. Maybe you want the line to be yellow around it. So like I said, the sky's the limit, but that's where that is. Maybe you want to leave yourself a note. So interesting consolidation before breakdown. So you can click on that, and there we go. Now we have a nice little note right there that it populates with it. So if you want to move it right there, you can. And of course it's gone, but if you can't remember what it is, by putting my cursor above it, you can see that that level is there. Now I am going to get rid of that. So you can see right here, you have all sorts of emojis that you can, they have a bazillion things that you can go through. But like I said, at the end of the day, you just really need to go and, experiment with yourself. But those are gonna be the main ways that you're gonna, manipulate things. And it all starts with, again, being up here. What time frame do you care about? That's what that's gonna give you. What type of chart? Preferably candlestick, in my opinion, but candlestick will be the default. And then that's where you add in all those indicators as you already saw. And then after you get over there, you can start to come over around here and kind of just go through all those like I was just doing there. But that's how you're gonna set up your chart. It's all very self-explanatory, but if you've never done it before, or just need a quick see how TradingView works, hopefully this helps you in that regard. So again, just get a candlestick chart, make sure you have volume, throw in those moving averages, the 50 period moving average, the 200 period moving average. You can throw in the volume weighted average price if you want to, otherwise known as VWAP. And those are gonna give you a good firm foundation. And then from there, like I said, and like you saw, so many different choices, but I would just offer up a final warning. Don't jump into all that stuff too soon, or else you could very easily overwhelm yourself. But the best way to really just learn how to use the platform, especially those annotation tools, is just go in there and start clicking on stuff, start drawing around and delete it out. And that's, really the best way to get familiar. It's just, you got to experiment and start clicking things, and, no real money's on the line at this stage in your trading. So it's totally fine if you kind of, click on something. I probably shouldn't have clicked on that, or I probably shouldn't have used that. Hey, that's what's fun about the experimentation stage. So I hope this helps. If you would like for me to go into any sort of more details with TradingView and so on, what they offer, by all means, leave me down some suggestions in the comment section. I'd be happy to definitely consider that. But I hope this helps. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, leave a comment below. And like I said, if you do want to use TradingView and want to help out the channel in a free way, just use the link that I'll put down below, because that's an affiliate link, and I'll get some. I don't know what I get, but I know I'll get something, and I know it'll help out the channel. So hopefully this helps. Get out there and consider using TradingView. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.